We're over here now over in the 10th and Page neighborhood at one of the homes that we involved in the fuel switching project. This family actually were on our third round of upgrades. We've been working with them on various projects since about 2016. Previously we did attic insulation, a bunch of air sealing, some extensive ground cover improvements in this crawl space, as well as some other indoor air quality improvements. We're going to take you inside now and kind of get into the details of what we did out here. So this house originally had a natural gas floor furnace that you can see the original grate down here. It was original to the house, so late 1940s. That was heating the entire house, and the way those work is it just creates the heat, it drifts up into the space, and then just relies on natural convection to get throughout the rest of the house, both the second story and the back addition. What we did instead is replace it with these ductless mini split systems. Those are heat pump technology. They can get down into the teens on heat pump mode, and then it's electric auxiliary heat. We have 3 of those in the house now, serving this kitchen, or this living room and kitchen area, one for the back bedroom and then another one upstairs, and that does both heat and air conditioning at much higher efficiencies than a ducted system would be. The original oven and range here was natural gas also and had been broken for about 4 or 5 years. What we did is just replace it with a pretty straightforward electric oven and stovetop. So we're now down here in the cellar basement of the home. This is the hybrid water heater that we installed. Originally there was a natural draft gas water heater here that sat about this high, and then it had a flue pipe that came up and then exited through the chimney in the back here. It never, as far as I've been involved in this project, it had never really drafted properly. So there's always this risk of a health and safety issue imminent, and it was also quite old. So this was an easy decision to make, to replace it with this hybrid water heater. The cost of operation is about half what the natural gas would have been. All we had to do was upgrade the electrical panel to accommodate it, as well as the other upgrades that we did upstairs. The way these work is, this is a normal storage tank like you have on any water heater from about here down. This portion is a heat pump, not unlike one that we use to heat our homes. But it pulls air from the room, transfers that into the water, and then dumps colder air into the space. By doing that, it's also dehumidifying the space. So the homeowners already made a comment today when I was talking to them about how they've noticed it's much drier down here. They don't have cave crickets hopping around like they used to. So there is an indoor air quality component to it as well, if it's installed correctly and in the right space. Condensate comes out at the back, gets drained into a sump pump over in the corner there. And what makes these more efficient is that they're not actually combusting a fuel to heat that water or expending energy to heat a heating element like an electric water heater does. What they do, they're just moving heat from one space into another. So they operate about 3 times the efficiency of the standard electric tank, which is already at 100% efficiency by its nature. And a gas storage water heater, by comparison, is only about 80% efficient. So it's worth noting, we're here at the back of the house now, that this square footage right here was a bedroom addition, still early to the construction, but not original to the floor plan. And none of that originally had any real heat or air conditioning being delivered to it. So the mini split improvements that we did now provides consistent heating and cooling to this space, and they can get it to whatever temperature they want, rather than just counting on the floor furnace to kind of let the heat drift back there, or using space heaters like they were sometimes.
It's efficient and it's comfortable. It's very comfortable, not like S4 unit would in the winter would just originate all the heat in one room, and hopefully it would find its way to other areas.
Yeah.
You know, this has just like a rotating movement to the point where everything is comfortable.
Nice.
Everything is comfortable, not just in the winter, but now that we found how hot and humid the summer has been, it's serving the same purpose, and we're enjoying it just as much. And we're worry free, basically.
Great.
Worry free.
Glad to hear it.
Yes.